Hi, I am Tina. Welcome to the first ever episode of Tina Tries. I am super excited about today's build. I'm going to be building a sci-fi light switch cover with a rotating iris. Will this project work? I don't know. Let's try it and find out. So let's get to it. It's my first episode, guys. Woo! In today's episode of Tina Tries, I'm going to be making a sci-fi light switch cover with a rotating iris. The file for this particular print is from MakerWorld, and it is by a user called ScarfMeadow. We're going to link everything to the description below if you want to go and check out this file for yourself. For this file, I didn't need to tinker with any settings or add supports for anything. All I did was consolidate as many pieces that were printing in the same color onto one plate as I could. I used an AMS system for some of the components, but you don't have to do that. You can print everything in a single color and paint it afterward if that's what you prefer to do. For this project, I used black, white, yellow, and red PLA, along with a lime green PETG and a silver silk PLA for that extra futuristic shine. All in all, the print took about 21 hours to complete. This switch cover has a fully functional rotating iris mechanism, which will hide an actual light switch in plain sight. The iris is definitely the coolest and most eye-catching part of this build, but it's also the most problematic. We will get to that later. Once you get the iris just right, the rest of the build is pretty straightforward. Just make sure you have a lot of CA glue and even more patience. If you want to take it a step further, this build includes optional instructions for adding a light up feature to the top portion of the project for those who would like to give it an extra glow. I didn't do that because I didn't want everyone coming in and pressing the button. So let's get to it. First, I'm going to glue on the iris cover. I'm using Miter Apple CA glue with the spray that comes with it for this project. All of the printed parts should fit together snugly. Okay, there we have the iris cover. All right. So each of these fins, I'm going to glue the little pin into the fin. To make sure everything on this is as smooth surface-wise as possible. If there's too much glue on the pin, you're going to have to do a lot of sanding after it dries. If there's too little glue, you're going to have little edges that are sticking up and get caught on the edge of the fin next to it when it goes to open and close. All right, that one looks good. Spray. All right, next we're going to put all of the fins in here. It works. Yay. Cool. Okay. Sort of. What is this catching on? So it took a lot of sanding and patience to get this iris working smoothly. Then the front portion of the iris is attached over the fins. If everything is smooth enough, it should open and close reliably at this point. Finally, we have a working iris. Cool. Next, the entire iris mechanism is glued into the switch cover from the back side. All right. Start gluing this down. Okay. So that is secured. Let's make sure it works. Nice. Next, we're going to glue in these fake screw pieces. Looks good. Buttons are glued into the little plate that says System Active. There we go. The yellow buttons are then glued into the little speaker plate. I glued in the red button because I wasn't going to use it as an actual button. But if you're planning on wiring yours to light up, you're going to not want to glue that red button on. All that's left is to glue on the airlock label, the system active plate, and the little fake speaker to the light switch cover. Okay. And there we have it, our completed light switch cover. Now this frame gets attached to the wall, and then this should just snap right in place when it's on the wall. You don't want to glue that because it is meant to be removable. So there you go. Completed Sci-Fi door lock light cover switch. This is just our temporary fix for now, just to see how it looks. Right. Now we snap this in place. And we have the completed Sci-Fi Airlock Light Switch cover. So here are my rankings for this print. Ease of printing, I give this one a 10. I didn't have to do any tinkering with the files. I didn't have to add supports. I didn't need to do anything to these files except send them to my printer, and they came out perfectly. Ease of assembly, I am gonna give this one a 5. Getting that iris to open and close smoothly was a pain in the butt. It required hours of gluing and sanding and getting everything exactly perfectly smooth in order for that to work. I think I tried that 5 or 6 times before I actually got it working smoothly. All in all, this was a really fun project. It was a little bit tricky to build, but it works and it looks great, and it actually does hide the light switch, which is what I wanted. Thanks for watching my first ever episode. If you enjoyed this build or you have any questions, please leave a comment in the section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun projects. See you next time.